Hello, darlings. Thought that was ice. It was not. Thank you. Thrifted it. How y'all doing tonight? Lots of research. I did so much research today, and I'm a little bleary-eyed. I decided I'm gonna actually go and see Wolverine Deadpool tomorrow morning. Just after everything I've done today, I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to be around people. I don't want to be around people because everything is just digital noise at this point. I was so fortunate to find this. I'm like, I know someday. A lot of people have said it. A lot of stuff that I've seen so far. I like the way it's been put forward. So yeah. Looks like, oh, I was gonna get a hair tie because I cannot have this in front of my face the entire time unless I can find my damn ears. There we are. Sorry, I cannot have my hair in my face. It drives me up a wall. Ugh, there we go. Hello. Oh, trust me, you do. Definitely start with the first one. It's not even a matter of you need to watch them in order to know what the plot is. It's not like that. But definitely, watch all three of them, because so good. So freaking good. And, each one is progressively better so far from what I've seen, so I cannot wait to see this. Especially since they have a fight between Wolverine and Deadpool, which, that is battle of the healing abilities right there, so yeah. I'm hanging in there. It's a very they them day. I know I'm dressed very she, her, and when I'm on other places later, I'll probably be going by femme pronouns, but, yeah. Just so much freaking reading today. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. Please get something to drink. Definitely have something to eat. I think I'm going to do the eating thing, actually. But, yeah. I'm hanging in there best I can. Mercury retrograde is also not fantastic for me right now. I feel just absolutely bleary. Still seem to be able to read okay, which is fantastic. But yeah, sometimes making a sentence is difficult. Oh, moving to Nevada in 9 days. Oh goodness, that's gonna be warm. Give yourself a little time to readjust. What happened? What do you mean, am I okay? I am confused. Oh, okay. You're in Arizona, so there's not too much of a temperature difference. That's good. Hey, Boston. Hello. Food of some variety would be good. Yep, I've got everything in there, and none of it looks good. Why am I having a safe food moment? Yeah, the heat in Cali is a different monster because we have more like coastline. It's much more humid. Not nearly as humid as like Florida, but we're like much more humid. And for people who are used to incredibly dry desert air, it's like trying to breathe through soup. And I'm feeling okay. I've just had to do a lot of like research and reading, so I know that I look incredibly bleary faced. And it's just I've had to read so much stuff today. Oh, yay! Yes, I will be doing cards today. Yes, this is my only Sanguine Threads account. So yeah, if you've been hit up by somebody who says that they're Sanguine Threads, or you see somebody who's Sanguine Threads, report them, block them, do all the things. I have reported them to TikTok Legal. They're like over 1,000 followers, so now they can actually start monetizing somewhat on their account. If they get up above 10,000, that's a whole new level of they can monetize. So like the fact that fucking TikTok lets shit get this far is really fucking annoying. Oh yeah, no, the weather is all over the place. Oh, you just bought new tarot cards today. Yay! Riffling, riffling, riffling. Oh. Oh, there we go. There, that helped. So yeah. It's okay. Does my face just read fucking tired? Because that's what it feels like. I'm fine overall. Just, you know, the usual. And also I was just doing a shit ton of research, so my brain is a little bleary and still putting thoughts together. Just drinking a little bit of like coffee and milk, although I need to get coffee because, you know, this is just not doing it for me. It was more milk than coffee, and just the balance was not right. I was supposed to do it tonight. I'm actually going to do it tomorrow morning. Just, my brain is not in the mood to be around people. Like actual physical people. I understand. I have hypermobility in certain areas of my neck and joints of my hands especially, and my knees are a little bit more than hypermobile. So if I don't pop my neck every now and again, I don't rotate fast or hard, but if I don't pop my neck every now and again, it will just start locking everything into place all the way down my shoulders to the point where like I'm just crumpled like that. So I do appreciate, but yeah, don't worry, I'm taking my time, and I only do it when I really feel a lot of tension there. That's why I don't do two-hand anymore, because I used to do a two-hand, and I'm like, you know what? One hand is more than efficient to rotate the way it needs to. I don't need to give it an assist up out of its place. Go further down so you can actually see the cards. There we go. So you can actually see the cards. Wheel of Fortune feels upside down, and at the same time you're given new opportunities, because that's not at all confusing, and you feel like a teacher without students. and without a place to teach. Unmoored and adrift. Yeah. Hello, darlings. Yes? Actually, give me a second. Why are my riffles not smooth? Feel free to hit the like buttons and the share buttons and all that kind of good stuff. Really? Seriously? Fucking Wheel of Fortune. Again, but this time right side up. 5 of Wands. For fuck's sake. Can we not have a revolution right now? Wheel of Fortune is spinning yet again. 5 of Wands is getting ready to defend. Be careful who your friends are, 'cause they can trip up your wheel of fate so quick. And also be careful of defending your friends too much. Not even friends, acquaintances. Ugh. Feels like battle is getting ready, so yeah. Something's weird about, I don't know, something's weird about today. Maybe I just felt like weirdly ragged. Or is that just my perpetual state now, because who knows? Right? It's not just me. Like, just the whole world just kind of feels really, really, really tense. And like, I've been doing everything to try and lighten the mood and just, yeah. Right, yeah, it doesn't help it. And some of us are affected a little bit more deeply by Mercury retrograde. It's just harder to put thoughts and sentences together. And when your entire shtick is communication, makes that a bit difficult. I just put away all my pots and pans. Nobody saw that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Right? It just feels like Mercury has been like way too much in retrograde far too often this last year. Right? Right? Like Like everybody, it's not even like a bad mood, like a fight bad mood. Just like everybody just seems to be like meh. I'm like, of course, it does not help that certain things have shifted in the world, and it's getting kind of crazy. Hello, darling. Okay, put the whole thing in. There we go. I think I'm gonna do a little ramen. Cooking up a little bit of the shaved beef that I marinated, or shaved pork that I marinated. Why do I keep saying beef? I don't mean beef. I don't tend to eat beef. I don't know. That, and I have not been able to find, like, the types of foods that I normally like. Like, none of my safe foods have been, like, safe. So I have just been kind of raw dogging on, like, okay, this is stuff I have here, because I can't figure out what I want to actually eat. Even though I know I'm bored to death. Not sick of, but bored to death of what I've been eating. Like, that jujutsu bowl, though, that was fucking phenomenal, and that was definitely something different that I don't usually eat, but still, I'm at a lack at the moment. Right, that part. Ooh, 1 hour cavity filling, fuck. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Right. And like, I know exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay, I got this, and it's like free medium-sized fries with any purchase. You buy one Baconator, you get a second one free. And then $2 off of any premium combo meal. I don't care about the $2 off because that's bullshit, but, yeah. I'm like, I know it's not good for me. I know I shouldn't, but you know what? Fuck it. In-N-Out also sounds good. Like honestly, like everything is so freaking tense. And just like, it feels like everybody's just kind of holding their breath and waiting for the big, bad, ugly thing to happen. I can't say that I'm any different. I can't say that I'm not waiting for it. I am. But it's like, in the meantime, it's like, fuck a duck. It is just too stressful. Right now I'm just cooking up a little shaved pork, and then I'm probably going to pop in some ramen to go with. Something simple, but, you know, get it in there. Hello. Right? That part. Like, dude, why is fucking, like, Del Taco fucking... Like, all the fast food places now are charging as much as, like, a casual sit-down place. If I'm going to be spending close to $20 anyways, why wouldn't I just go to, like, Applebee's or, you know, Red Lobster, you know, like, that kind of shit? Because you show up for fast food and you're getting a burger that's, like, fits inside my hands, okay? Not a burger where you're like, oh, damn, that's going to be big. That's going to feed me for a while. No, you get a fucking burger, like a medium fry and a drink for like almost $20. And it's like, what the fuck? That part. Like, oh no. Yeah, there was, apparently there's two earthquakes, I think, in the last couple of days. I got a notification that there was an earthquake, and I was like, I sat still for a good solid 2 minutes. I'm like, and apparently it was a very far away or very not big one. It was only about a 5.7, so if it was located decently far away, we wouldn't have felt it, so Oh god, not a fucking Chick-fil-A. Fuck them. No. Chick-fil-A is deeply and loudly homophobic and anti-LGBTQ. The president of the company believes that women should stay at home with their babies, and so kind of made a bit of a policy to fire single mothers so that they could stay at home with their kids. Forced Muslim employees to do the morning Christian prayers, has donated money to Uganda, of all places, because they could not get legislation passed in this country to criminalize LGBTQ in whole. So sponsored the Uganda bill that makes being LGBTQ a criminal offense of the highest order with the death penalty. So when I say Chick-fil-A, I mean it. I 1,000% mean it. Homemade bone broth. Well, a couple years back, they got sued for it. I don't remember if that suit went to court, but they got torn up one side and down another. They've been doing this literally for over a decade. Well over a decade. So I have not eaten at Chick-fil-A, save for one time, a free meal, and it was mid. It's better than Raising Cane's because they actually use seasoning, but overall, the price point and the held beliefs of the company, especially at their highest levels, not worth me giving their money. Not worth me giving them money. I can words. I swear to God I can words. No, you don't. You want to know why Raising Cane's is called Raising Cane's? Because the guy fucking made food that was safe for his dog, aka table scraps, safe for his dog to eat, and his dog's name is Kane. So basically he took seasoning off of something so you could feed it to your pet. If I needed fresh made dog food, I could do it my damn self. If I'm going to a place to get food for a human, I want seasoning. Yep. And In-N-Out is actually also a Christian company. But they follow the rules of the Bible. The actual rules of the Bible. In that they do not proselytize. They do not, they just do good for their community. They do well by their employees. They make sure that the food is fresh and as good as humanly possible. They actually provide for the people who make their food. And, the most they'll do is they have, a little Bible verse on the, it's just the notation for the Bible verse. It's not even the Bible verse itself. They have the notation for a Bible verse on, the underside of their cup, right around that little rim. And that's it. Because in the Bible, it clearly tells Christians, do not proselytize. Do not proselytize. Do not proselytize. Do not take your religion and put it into, society and make that your whole freaking personality, because that's not what I want you to do. I want you to actually do good works for the community and prove why other people should follow me. So, yeah. It's a whole fucking thing. Yeah. And I'm like, they don't have any iconography up. They don't have, like, they're not like, oh my god, have a blessed day. You know, there's nothing in what they do or say as a business that would even denote that they are Christian, unless you had seen that, or unless you'd actually done some research. And so I appreciate them for that, and that's why I continue going to them. As far as I've heard, they haven't done anything shady. Hello, darlings. How are you doing today? Yeah, because it would be unethical to raise prices on food when those prices aren't actually needed. So I think they're one of the fewer, small franchises that they're not in it for the profit. That's also one of the reasons they've been so slow to expand outside of California. They weren't worried about profit margins. They weren't worried about franchising everywhere. They wanted to continue to provide good quality, the good quality experience both for the customer and for the employee. So I appreciate them for that. What? Why wouldn't they allow their colors? Because their colors are just... their colors are the same as McDonald's. They're red, yellow, and white. Almost the same as KFC, which is red and white. Same as Jollibee, which is red, white, and yellow. Same as Carl's Jr., although Carl's Jr. sometimes put a little extra, with it. But yeah, they're like golden, white, and red. So... that doesn't make sense. You've never had Jollibee? Ooh, brown and black. No. Oh, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit right there. So Jollibee is, I believe it was Filipino-based fast food. Fried chicken, spaghetti, and a few other dishes that are just the fun mishmash that happens when you have people who come from another country and occupy some space for a while and then fuck off. So yeah, they finally brought it here, and it's not going to be your typical fried chicken and spaghetti. It is Filipino styled. So I believe the difference is sweetness. If I'm not mistaken, like it's a little bit sweeter, a little bit tangier. Sometimes they will add artificial, like those Kraft cheese slices to shit. It's a huge hit, and apparently it's very nostalgic for certain people, so I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. I still want to try White Castle one of these times. Because there's something about it, like a steamed slider with just a little bit of caramelized onion. I'm like, that could be really good. That could also be... it's probably really good drunk food more than anything, but who knows? It could be good. Oh, okay. How is White Castle? Because apparently people either freaking love White Castle or they're like, no. They always seem to be afraid about saying that they don't want it, though. Oh, nice. Sorry, since you're not supposed to eat on camera. I know what I can make. Potato. I know this is going to look like butchery. Sorry, I suddenly thought of doing a slow bubble. Okay. Let that set for a bit, but where is my... Ah, there we go. I think it's good, but the sliders are small. Oh, fair enough. Oh, see, now I like little... I have a modified stomach, so those little sliders look like they would be kind of perfect for my system. Ooh. Brown can be a lovely color, but when you make everything just that one color, like we have some problems with like being too beige in certain areas. Like literally, the buildings are beige. I swear to God, I keep having this written down somewhere. I'm gonna write it down again, because yeah, no, you're right. Because, yeah, honestly, I'm finding TikTok very frustrating lately. Oh, really? Mm. Well, I mean, I like a certain amount of rules, but like the rules here have been enforced so poorly. So poorly. Like literally I still have something that I appealed, oh god, 3 weeks ago, and it's audio that they took down and gave me a strike for, and it was literally just an audio. There's just nothing but a black screen, and it's me basically saying, hey, you know, good morning, I'm really proud of you, you know, you've been doing really well, keep it up, go, go, go. But you know, in that sultry, in a battery voice. Got taken down. I got a count strike violation because of sexy. And I'm like, What? Like, I didn't stretch, I didn't yawn, I didn't make any superfluous noise. It's just me talking low, quiet, calm, and literally, I don't even think I had any innuendo in there. So I'm just like, what the fuck? And like, for 3 weeks, that appeal has been sitting there. 3 weeks. And like, sometimes my numbers, I can get into like a couple thousand views. Other times it sits at like the 400 or 500 mark for days, if it moves at all. And it's like, what in the fuck? Yeah. Nope, I do not have a backup account of Sanguine Threads. This is the only one. Well, might check that out. But of course, if I were to start up over there, it would not be Sanguine Threads. I would use my other name, my more of a performance name, because yeah. Oh, honey, don't worry. They've been fine. They've been small earthquakes overall. I know some people like it really. They're like, oh shit. Like, luckily, I'm far enough away from where the epicenters have been that we've just felt like very gentle wobbly, but nothing like aggressive. Oh shit, you had a tornado? Oh my goodness. You're definitely right, yeah. Yeah, I swear, it's like TikTok loves shooting itself in the foot. Like, do you remember that we used to be a fun short clip, lots of funny haha, dance trend kind of stuff, like, when this all first began? And it has just gotten progressively awful here. It's all because TikTok was so uneven in the way that they would enforce stuff, and the way they would treat creators, especially creators of color. Like, a lot of the popularity of those first dances, they were attributing to palm-colored creators, when those palm-colored creators were literally copying usually black creators doing these dances, and they were doing them poorly. Like, the comparison between the black creators and the palm-colored creators when it came to who was doing those dance trends better, and yet who got boosted to the top and who got brand deals and endorsements and paid through TikTok for that shit. And like, literally, black creators got together and we just, talked, and we're like, yeah, no, we're not doing trends anymore for y'all because you keep stealing shit and not giving us the appropriate, like, what was it? Charlie D'Amelio got to go on fucking Letterman and talk shows and shit when she stole the damn dance that she got famous for from a black creator and refused to give that black creator, like, the recognition until they were practically forced to. Yeah. The Renegade is a famous example. Perfect example. And I don't blame Gen Z quite so much. Although some of y'all, I would like to just because y'all, you have the information at your fingertips, but you have not been taught critical thinking quite to the degree of millennials. So, like, I love you. The spirit is there. I absolutely adore the malicious compliance. But holy hell, Holy hell. She has her own show on Hulu. Oh, fuck that noise. God damn it. Ugh. Dancing with the Stars, yep. You're only nice until you prove it, you know? But you know, like, I don't blame y'all, but there are times that I'm just like, I wish you had just a little bit more critical thinking and media literacy knowledge. Cause, fuck. There are times I'm just going, okay, I gotta explain some things to you. So the reason we don't like Jeffree Star, and the reason we don't like Joe Rogan, and the reason Milo, what was his name? Milo Yiannopoulos. Like, it's little things. That and claiming fucking slang and speech that is not yours. That is probably the most egregious error right there, because it greatly diminishes the efforts and the contributions of Black American culture, especially. That, and apparently now now African Americans, Black people in America, are now apparently in some sort of beef with the Brits, which is so one-sided because it's literally just the Brits beefing, and we're just going, the fuck are they really? They didn't know about the... Really? Oh, they thought their racism was, like, covert. Yeah. That part, it's like, did you pay attention in school? I find it funny, like, though, when articles come out, oh my god, this is the new Gen Z slang, and I'm like, that is not Gen Z slang. That is millennial slang. That is millennial slang that we've been using since, like, literally I was in, like, grade school. Like, what do you mean Gen Z slang? Gen Z has taken it from us, and now apparently they are mocking our side parts and Jenko jeans while also doing low-rise jeans. I have to laugh my ass off. Gen Z, the things that you call low-rise jeans, we call a Friday. Okay? No, actually, we call that a fucking Tuesday. The things that we did as low-rise jeans, and no, I fucking never wore them. I knew physics and gravity, and neither of those were going to be in my favor. Low-rise jeans, back in the day, the zipper was only about 2 to 3 inches maximum, usually worn open because you couldn't get them to close across the hips that they had to bite into to hope to cling on to your bony ass to stay up. Oh god, stop making me do math. 2003, Jesus. And, like, here's our whole thing. We were beat down so much as millennials that we never want to do that to anybody else. So we often don't correct the shit that goes on because we're like, this is going to harsh their mellow if we point out to them how they are wrong. And we didn't like being told we were wrong and treated as if we were children, even when we were, like, older teenagers and grown-ass adults, so we're just gonna let them have it for a minute. We're gonna try and gently educate. You know what? It's not worth it. Okay. Right. Like, I want to tell them sometimes, nothing you're doing is original. All this, candy on your wrist for Burning Man that you think you're being so original with, bitch, raves. Mid-90s ecstasy-fueled raves. We banned candy and binkies and a number of other things from being worn at schools because that was a part of raver culture. And now they want to call the 90s vintage. When I tell you, hearing a Gen Z calling something from the 1990s vintage, well, you know, anything over 25 years old is vintage, I will slap you. It goes retro, vintage, then antique. Retro is within the last 25 years, roughly. Vintage is between 25 and 75 years. Then you get in a little gray territory when it's 75 years plus. But basically, if it existed before your Meemaw and Peepaw, that's an antique. Fucking come in here with your bullshit ass thing, can't even get the damn number, fucking anything straight vintage at 25. Kiss my ass. Fucking retro. Sorry. Get off my lawn! I'm like, for fuck's sake, at least get them straight. God damn. Exactly. Sometimes, some of the words, some of the slang especially, like the slang that is specifically theirs, there are times I'm just like, the fuck? Like, they misappropriated gat, as in goddamn, like, goddamn you hot. Like, oh my god, gat! They're looking at the backside. And I'm like, no bitch, that's cake. Gat is, ooh, an expression of, my goodness. Goddamn, when you're referring to the peach, is actually cake. The legs are yams. Because they extend downwards, like into the ground. Whereas cake will sit there on a shelf. I don't, what? What? I don't even need them to necessarily be. Daddy is another one that gets me, because I'm just like, nope. There's a moment somebody calls me baby girl, and I am not in a deep relationship with them, we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, like, sometimes dealing with some of these younger folk, you know, above like the age of roughly what are Gen Alphas now? Like in their teens? So yeah, people above 18 years old should be Gen Z, I believe. But yeah. Sometimes I ain't got a fucking clue what y'all are saying. Right? The 90s had some fantastic singers. Move that away just a little bit. But yeah, no, just... There are times that I think I'm being paid a compliment, but I'm not wholly sure. Oh! One popped to mind. Skibbity. The toilet demon. What the fuck is that? Are they trying to neg me? Is it supposed to be an insult? Is this supposed to be one of those weird ass fucking compliments? Like, what the fuck? That burp. Baby girl, baby doll. Look, I wasn't baby girl, baby doll when I was in my 20s. I'm sure it's fuck not baby girl, baby doll to just anybody when I'm in my 40s. If I'm baby, you literally better be paying every last one of my bills. My nails better be done. My hair better be well coiffured. I better be wearing nice clothing, comfortable shoes, the whole nine. I better have a wait staff that you pay so fucking well that they have their own dental health, vision, and mental health care. Like, don't think anybody's just gonna call me baby. Ugh. No. I've been getting that on some of the other platforms that I've been on, where it's a bit more spicy. And sweet baby Jesus. Why? Why would you just wander into somebody's live and mommy? No. I get that there are people out there who like that kind of play, but to not even come in and confirm that the person you're about to speak to likes that kind of play, to just voice that? And I know there's a difference between mommy and mommy, as in M-A-M-I, like the Latin. I'm like, that I can do. That I can do. I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. We might be able to work with this. Versus the other one, I'm like, no, you're a child. Where's your parent? I need to hand you back. No. Like, I can't do that kind of play. It makes me so wildly uncomfortable. It's like, I don't like real kids. I don't want to play with adults who also want to pretend to be kids. And it's not like that. It's not like that. Not like that. But like I can't, I can't go back to that mentality. And I was never meant to be a parent. And there's a reason I didn't do more babysitting. So, It's like, you just came out of one. Why are you trying to go back in? No. Some of the interactions have been very funny. Some of them just... Sorry, good time to put the boil on, as it were. Am I still hungry, or do I just need something to drink? Hello, darlings. How are we today? There we go. Homemade ice cream. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds good right about now. That sounds real good right about now. Honestly, with how much hyper focus I had today. there's another word I'd like to ask about. ZA. Z-A or Z-A-S. How did we get to the word ZA for the leafy stuff? Sounds like you're tripping down a rabbit hole there. Electric lettuce and zing zong zaza. Like, was there something that preceded it? Was it a strain that just was a good kick over? Oh, as in exotic foliage. The fuck? What the fuck, people? What the fuck? Yeah. I'll just stick to my regular ass gardening. God damn. I did want to thank everybody who's been doing the work to resist COSA and like call governors and senators and been doing work towards getting stuff done. I really do appreciate that, because we were able to at least stall COSA for a bit, and hopefully we will be able to fully get it off the boards. But yeah, like, I appreciate everybody who's been putting in work, putting in effort, and working on actually educating themselves all the way around about things. Because a lot of times what hits SWs first is going to hit the public as well. It's going to hit the general public. General public doesn't feel it as sharply at first, but basically SWs are the test run for the bad shit, and then they will enact it on the entire population. So like COSA, major privacy violations and civil rights and civil liberty violations. So if anything like that passes, the COSA, the Earn It Act, SESTA fucking FOSTA, like, yeah. Be ever so careful about any time they're like, it's for the children. Oh, I bet it isn't. I bet it isn't. I bet it is not for the kids. In fact, I bet it doesn't help the kids fucking no. But yeah. Short for exotic or boof. I'm not even gonna ask. No, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. Sorry, my brain went to both, as in both of these. Both of these? Never mind. Oh, good. Okay, both. Probably boof. I'm not even going to be mad, because I have a feeling there's a bit of globalization that is probably happening that is both. Okay. So I'm guessing that there is a bit of a globalization that is happening that is making this, some of the odd naming and whatnot, happen. So, because when you get globalization and get things passed back and forth, that's where you get like more and more misunderstandings and mispronunciation. So, changes the meanings of words greatly and how you pronounce them. I have some knowledge of fairies and just enough to know to stay the fuck away from them. They are basically like extraplanar aliens in a lot of ways. Their codes of conduct are very, very different. Their codes of ethics are very, very different. And they don't see us as sentient beings necessarily like they see themselves as. They see us as different and lower because we don't have magic. Don't have that. Supernova, Jesus Christ. Let me guess, it's got something like a 45% 40 to 45% range. And with a name like Supernova, I'm guessing it's sat even. Because indicas, or indicouches I should say, indicouch, tend to have like chill names. Like 805 Headband Glue. Sometimes I do have to laugh at the naming. Oh! That seems almost mild. No, that'll put you in the couch. That'll put you in the couch. I'm guessing it'd be very good to watch Neil deGrasse Tyson while on that time. Ah, I suddenly understand black hole theory. Huh. And all of that over pizza. I'm trying to, like, Everything Everywhere All at Once was fantastic with a gummy. Absolutely lovely. But very, very, very intense. I am glad that I saw that movie very sober the first time. And then less so the second time. Because I'm like, first time around, I don't know if there's going to be something that would hit the freak out meter and, you know, when you're not well adjusted, but you are well elevated, you don't want to be trapped in a movie. I hope that they have them in like little individual, like 10 gram kind of things, because, woo, 1,000 would put you into last week and then some. Those scenes were so fantastic, especially when you had the rapid, representations of her moving through all of the different dimensions. So you basically are getting different pictures of her, but some of them are so wildly different than just her, just Evelyn. And it's just like, when you're on that stuff, you're like, whoa. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because if everybody's squid people, you'd be squid people too. All in one. Oh, they don't want you to see tomorrow. God damn. Jesus. Look, I like a nice megadose as much as anybody else. But, damn. I have trouble sleeping in new places, and a friend of mine gave me like an inch-by-inch piece of their medical grade brownie. They usually took an inch-by-inch piece, and they were good. So I'm like, okay. They're like, have, you know, like a bite of it, just, you know, have a little bite of it, you know, about an hour before you want to go to bed. And it should, you know, get you up there and calm you down, and you can go to sleep. Apparently, I must have hit a pocket of TH see you next Tuesday oil. And, well, the walls melted like strawberry and rainbow sherbet. The scratchy ass hotel couch that I was on was the most heavenly, lovely, soft and tingly thing that I'd ever been on. Spider-Man was just a blur of colors shooting across the screen. I was high off my ass for 2 solid days. And here's the thing. I was, oh my god, that night. The next morning I wake up and I'm like, ooh, that was intense. That was intense. get up, start making coffee and breakfast for myself because I'm vending at the convention. I got my workers there. And I start elevating all over again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Could not go to the convention because I couldn't stand anymore. I had to crawl up the floor. So my workers went, "You're staying here. We'll take care of today." I'm like, "Thank you. I'm sorry." They're like, just don't leave the room. Just don't leave the room. Do you have food? We've got food here, right? Okay? Okay? So yeah. Right? That part. You're like, I'm sleepy, I'm hungry, I'm a little feisty, kind of horny. Right? Right. Like there could be moments where that TV isn't even on. You're like, oh my god, this is the best newscast ever. You're literally just watching your own reflection, just gently distorted, moving around. You're like, oh my god, they're like so active. Ooh, is this like we? You're like, okay, oh wow, they're following me. You're like, oh no, oh, that is me. Okay. I would never know. I've never done that. I'm a good girl. I keep myself out of trouble. What they never seem to tell you about is the hangover. The hangover, it's not like a beverage, adult beverage hangover. Those make you pay for the sins of your mother, your father, your grandfather, several generations back. Puking your guts out, your liver's trying to, rupture itself from your body because it's like, I am so sick of this shit. I just can't. But no. When it comes to the electric kale hangover, it's just oh god, what did I do? I just want to sleep. I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just gonna sleep away these very bad decisions. And oh, there's an Amazon delivery. Fuck. I mean, I think being elevated is, and this is like one of those way out theories that I'm like, it's more fun to say than actual, like, I don't know if my actual belief structure hangs on it. I think being elevated kind of puts your brain in a very, very different frequency that is closer to the edges of multiple realities. Just recently, apparently, some scientists proved that it is more than likely that we have a multiverse situation going on around us. That we aren't just the only reality. We are a reality that is butt up against reality after reality after reality. Almost like bubbles. So I think when you are elevated, your brain waves or your way of thinking or the way you perceive the universe around you is closer to that perception of those multiple universes. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Getting elevated, especially super elevated, yeah, it can be fun, but make sure you clear the rest of your week because you're going to be off. Nice. Because, yeah, like, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to go between realities, because I think each reality would probably vibrate or have a slightly different signature that we have not yet learned how to, like, access. We don't know how to open up the two. But then again, I look at things like the TV show Fringe with Joshua Jackson, and I fucking loved that show. It was very, very weird. It was very edge of science. Loved it in that particular regard. It used theoretical sciences and sciences that were like still being just gently explored for the basis of their science in their universe. And they were basically running parallel to another universe, and a scientist had learned how to open the gateway between universes. That same scientist did a bunch of very fucking unethical shit. Was not mentally right. And you learn later on a big reason for that. It is wild. Goldfish are your own little... Oh my god. Oh my. Now that's funny. Having a little health therapy session after a mega dose. Like, look, I learned a lot of things about myself I was not prepared to know. Like, really? Did you, like, meditate? Well, that's one of the things I did. Other things that I did include things like underwater basket weaving. Yoga, but not quite yoga, just more like the yoga that you would get if you suddenly have no bodily control and cannot put yourself back upright on the couch. You were still elevated, my darling. You were still very, very elevated at that point. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay on till 7 o'clock, but I'm a bit more worn out than I thought I would be. And I'm trying to listen to my body when it comes to taking the needed and necessary breaks. I will be other places, but I will try and keep things posted and going here as well. And I will see if I can't pick up some of those other places that we were talking about. See if I like them. Yeah, always be careful what day you dose on. Especially if it's going to be a big one. Ooh, it is. It is quiet. Quiet. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it for you. I do love that that like bright colors are so, but yeah, when the laughing kicks over, that's you know you're cooked when. Pardonnez-moi. Oh yeah, I just learned more recently that apparently the eaten versus the breathe, those use two different systems. So there are people that have no effect from breathing it, and there are some people who have no effect from eating it. I did not know that that was actually possible. I find that wild. Now, when I eat it, it comes on in waves, and it can be very, very intense. I think I prefer breathing it only because I know I can dial in how much I need, but you can't undo 100 milligrams. You can, on the other hand, put down a gram. So it's like, I think I will stay with the breathables. There we go. Sorry, the tenacious little chin hairs. Fair enough. So I get the effects from breathing it, but eating it depends. Fair. Depends on the type. Definitely. Like, not enough people know that, or understand that a strain can change the effect greatly. Most every strain has TH, see you next Tuesday. But sometimes the CBD and the terpenoids are a bigger factor in how things get processed in the brain or in the lungs or in the liver. So yeah, like, different strains will have different effects, different overall ability, as it were, and you should definitely try different ones to find what works best for you. But also, if you don't like it, if it is just not for you, that is also perfectly valid. Like, don't ever let somebody make you feel like, I can't believe you're such a party killer. No, you're not a party pooper because you don't want to. You know it doesn't work for you, or you're pretty sure, like, nah, it's not gonna be. That's fine. That is fine. And honestly, most folks who enjoy it, they'll ask you out of politeness. That is part of the culture. Is they ask you out of politeness if you would like to partake, and you can say no, and there's literally no judgment. It's just, no thanks, just not for me. Okay. Like, never feel bad about turning something down that you don't want. It is okay to say no. And honestly, if the DARE programs fucking DARE. If the DARE programs had done their job at all, they would have taught us that it's okay to say no versus say no. Don't have any of that. That'll make you feel so good you won't want to live without it. Did they mean to disclose that part of the information? Like, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Okay, so you're terpene sensitive. Taking 100 milligrams on the daily? Did they, like, pace that throughout the day? Or are they just like, it's 8 a.m. somewhere. Holy crap. Oh, no. Oh, that is somebody who is trying to escape reality. Like trying to literally escape realities and move into the next universe. Jesus fuck. Must have been operating on a whole different system. Right. the DARE, the that DARE program is the reason I knew so much about illicit substances growing up. And people are like looking at me going, you don't look like you do illicit substances. You look like you report people for illicit substances. I'm like, A, I'm not that much of a goody two-shoes. Quit calling me a fucking narc. Fuck you, I know how to keep my mouth shut. And secondly, they're like, how do you know this much? I'm like, it's literally the DARE program. They literally gave us the information. They gave us pamphlets about this shit. They taught us I knew so much about paraphernalia, street names, like some of the weight values. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, no, I knew so much information about illicit substances because of the DARE program. Literally just because of the DARE programs. I had never touched this stuff until I was 17, 18, something like that. And I had it once and I'm like, oh no, I don't think that's going to be for me. I don't like this. I don't like this. And the friend who gave it to me was trying to even me out after giving me alcohol. So not only had I had a shot of tequila in me, I had several puffs in me as well. I had never sat so straight in the backseat of my father's car before in my entire life, trying to act normal. Why, yes, Father, I'm fine. Thank you very much. How are you this evening? I'm okay. Hey. No, not Ventura. I fucking love psychology. Psychology, a little bit of sociology, and a couple of criminology courses. Love that shit. Honestly, Abnormal Psych was one of my faves. Hello, darling. How are you doing? Hopefully it's a good birthday. Woo! 24! Your brain's almost done cooking, I promise. 115 milligrams less pour adult beverages. Ooh. Ooh. Dang. Y'all are trying to clear tables there. Dang. Now, wait till you hit 30. Like between that, 28 to 30 range, some shit's gonna really click into place and you're gonna be like, oh, fuck, seriously? How did I not know this sooner? Don't worry, your brain just had to develop. It had to be ready for that information. And you hit 40 and you're like, oh. Then you find out aliens actually exist and you have a fucking mental health crisis for 2 days until suddenly your brain goes, wait a minute. Okay. I get that there are aliens and we now have proof. And even our government admits that there are aliens. Wait, are these aliens gonna take over? No? Are they gonna pay my rent? No? Well then I don't care. I have too many other things to fucking worry about. I don't care. Oh my god. Why? Why are you rushing towards the edge of the cliff? Oh my goodness. Adult beverage on top of electric kale with a soupçon of chocolatey mushrooms. Like, y'all, goodness. You are trying to have a vision journey. Sorry, I have a ingrown hair that is just being asinine. Yep, cannot get it. Should not dig at it. You know, I'd rather take care of people who are elevated than people who are just straight up drunk. Because usually the ones who are just straight up drunk, they can get a little feisty. At least when they're like highly elevated, you can turn that car really fast if you need to. Oh my god. I'm like, nah, it's okay. I'll do my vision journey on my own. I don't need help. Thank you. Now, I did have a bit of the chocolate mushrooms. That was an interesting experience. It was definitely different than being elevated on kale. Hello. You know, doing my best. How are you doing today? And don't ask why it took me so long earlier this live to figure out that you guys were panicked about my safety because of the earthquakes. I'm Californian. We are literally so fucking... when it comes to earthquakes that we're just like... yeah, we're so used... like, we don't get out of bed for anything under like a 6.5. Like, it has to be like literally giving you a good hard shake. Shit better be coming off of the shelving. If that happens, okay, fine, we'll get up. I guess we'll go towards the doorway or under a desk. Okay, fine. And you're fucking done. Like, it is honestly, it's done usually before you even have a chance to walk over to a doorway and brace yourself. Like, yeah, that, and most of our buildings are like retrofitted, so they are retrofitted in such a way that most of our buildings can take a good shaking and not go. Right? That part, yeah, and if you're anywhere near like a military base, you're more used to like either hitting deck or oh, it's probably just, you know, they're doing test runs and shit. It's like, oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week. I definitely definitely feel that. Now, I will not be on for the next couple of days. I will be posting up the new old / live streams on YouTube, hopefully in the next couple days. There's just a lot of them to download, so it takes a hot minute. I will be back on Mondays. Mondays through Wednesdays are going to be TikTok days. I will go check out some of the other places and see if I like them. I did try Clapper for about a hot second, and it very quickly Oh, fuck you. Oh. Ow. Sorry. Tried Clapper for like a hot second. Did not like the vibe over there. Like, very quickly did not like the vibe over there. You ever get one of those sharp pains that, like, it's behind the ribs? It's not a tightness in the chest. It's not like a clenching of anything. But you ever get that, like, sharp pain that runs behind a rib? I had one of those. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because it's not like there's not a pressure point that you can really hit that will make those go away. Yeah, one of those. It's pain in the ass. You get them randomly for no apparent reason. I hate those. Just a lancing pain out of nowhere. Right. And you're just like, it hurts so bad you can't breathe. Like, it's the muscle that would normally expand and pull in order to breathe. Like, it hurts to try to expand that. But it runs behind a rib, and there's apparently no particular reason that it happens. But you're just sitting there going, well, apparently I'm going to be holding my breath for a few seconds while I try and literally, pull the muscle to make it lengthen so that it stops doing whatever the fuck it's doing. Right? Right? And it doesn't, because I was just like, dear God, is that like a sign of a myocardial infarction, a heart attack, and like science is like, no, it's a random cramp as far as we can figure out, and it doesn't mean anything. It just hurts like a bitch. I'm like, that is a terrible explanation. But yeah. Hello, new people. How do we do? Oh, man. Yeah, so this part, that's your elbow. Radius ulna. Humerus. The humerus is that nerve that runs there. It's spelled slightly different. It just sounds the same as humerus, haha. It is spelled H-U-R... H-U-R... U-more. I am not spelling right now, but you know what I mean. It's not an O-U-S, it's just a U-S. So it sounds like the word. It's a homophone. Why do I remember the word homophone, but I can't remember how to spell humorous? What the fuck? So it's like, it's radius ulna, and I want to say that this is the humerus bone, but there's like a humerus nerve that runs there, and it's basically to keep you from like hyperextending in the wrong way. That's why it makes your muscles want to spasm when you hit it, because it's supposed to keep you from hyperextending your elbow the wrong direction for a lot of things, but it also controls some other stuff. But yeah, it's just like the ulnar nerve, ulnar nerve. But yeah, it's like that you hit that and like your hand just wants to, cramp up, and then you could feel the twitch of the muscles in your arm. It's because it runs through everything and it controls everything. So it's like, that sucked. And it's like, yeah, welcome to the humerus. Radial nerve, ulnar nerve. God, you gotta love Latin. And I mean, like, Latin, dead language Latin. There's a reason science uses Latin, and it's because it's a dead language. If you don't know what a dead language is a language that has not changed for hundreds, sometimes thousands of years from its original context, because its modern iterations are so far away from what it is and what it was that they are considered two completely different things. So some places still teach Latin as a spoken language, but when we apply Latin to our modern lives, it tends to become very, very scientific, but hilarious as hell when you start translating it. Like, what was it? So ursa or urso is the word for bear. But I think it's like the grizzly bear is something like the ursa, so it's a bear. Like, it is humorous, like haha funny. Some of the ways the classifications are translated, because often they are either redundancies or they are just asinine. Like hippopotamus, river horse. And then you learn that those things are almost a solid tank worth of muscle with a thin layer of fluff over it, relatively. Thin layer of fluff over it. So yeah, river horse is actually an apt name because they do run along the bottom at pretty fast frickin' speeds. Oh, okay. Humerus is just the bone, not the nerve. So it's an ulnar and radial nerve. Okay, that makes sense. Again, not in medicine. I have only lightly studied for certain classes. But yeah. I am noticing that I am fading fast, which means I don't feel like I am doing my job as host. I'm very shy about that. Ah. Are you in nursing school? Did I miss something? Although I do love the fact that I'm actually getting to learn about nerves and whatnot. Ulnar, median, radial, musculocutaneous, musculocutaneous nerve, and the axillary. Interesting. I hope I said that word right. I think I said that word right. Musculocutaneous. Okay, yeah. Musculocutaneous. So, a nerve that runs through the muscle on a subcutaneous level. Because, you know, words have meanings and whatnot. Okay, so I can feel myself fading. I'm going to go take a nap and probably be back up at studying and whatnot. If you see me in the next couple days, awesome. It's impromptu. If nothing else, though, I will be back on Monday as usual. I will still be posting up content and whatnot. I've got plenty preloaded and whatnot, so yay. But yeah, I will talk to you all later. Thank you so much for, coming here, joining me. Have a good time. Bye!